Ohio Department of Education, Office of Career Tech, Work-Based Learning Overview. Hello, my name is Brenna Bartlett, and I am an Education Program Specialist in the Office of Career Tech. Along with my program areas, Career-Based Intervention and Job Training Coordination, I serve as the liaison between Career Tech and the Office for Exceptional Children. I am also the team lead for Work-Based Learning. In our discussion of work-based learning, we'll cover the following topics in a general overview. Some of the information we discuss will be specific to career tech, but much of it will apply to all work-based learning experiences. Today, we'll discuss the definition of work-based learning, the 6 types, requirements of work-based learning experiences, the use of learning agreements, reporting for work-based learning, and where to find additional resources. In the Strengthening Career and Technical Education for the 21st Century Act, otherwise known as Perkins 5, work-based learning is defined as sustained interactions with industry or community professionals in real workplace settings to the extent practicable, or simulated environments at an educational institution that fosters in-depth first-hand engagement with the tasks required in a given career field that are aligned to curriculum and instruction. Ohio selected participation in work-based learning as a program quality indicator in the Perkins 5 state plan. Work-based learning is also a performance measure in Ohio's Career Technical Quality Program Review. Additionally, work-based learning is a supporting demonstration of competency in career experience and technical skill under the graduation requirements for the class of 2023 and beyond. With these definitions and accountability systems in mind, beginning as early as grade 9, students should accumulate 250 hours of work-based learning experience aligned to their program of study or their student success or graduation plans, with evidence of positive evaluation. Students may accumulate hours across multiple types of work-based learning experiences. There are 6 types of work-based learning, and each has its own unique structures and design considerations. For more information about the individual types, please visit the work-based learning website at education.ohio.gov. There are 3 guiding principles that serve as the foundational requirements for all work-based learning experiences. We're going to look at each one individually, but in summary, work-based learning experiences are conducted at work sites during or after school. Business and education partners work together to evaluate and supervise the experience, which must be documented with a learning agreement. Work-based learning is designed to provide authentic learning experiences to students that link academic, technical, and professional skills. Work-based learning experiences must occur at work sites. A work-based learning site can also exist virtually or within the school facilities. Work-based learning hours should never occur during instructional time and should otherwise not overlap or interfere with teacher-led activities. All work-based learning sites should include regular interaction with community members, as is commiserate with the typical experience of that industry. Work-based learning experiences should be co-supervised by an instructor or other educational representative and an employer or business mentor. Supervisors are not required to visit job sites every day. Additionally, co-supervision can occur in groups through the use of technology or through any other appropriate measures, especially those that allow for supervision of multiple student experiences to be as efficient as possible. However, frequent in-person instructional visits can be valuable for many types of work-based learning. The student, instructor, and employer or business mentor should work together to design a supervision schedule that meets educational needs. Work-based learning supervision often requires additional time outside of the classroom or laboratory component of the program and may occur on a year-round basis. Therefore, some of this additional time likely will occur beyond the standard teaching contract. To accommodate this individualized year-round instruction, the instructor should have appropriately scheduled coordination time and may be provided extended contract days to facilitate supervision during summer months. A learning agreement built on professional, academic, and technical competencies aligned to the student's program of study, student success, or graduation plan must be in place. Learning agreements should be developed in partnership with all relevant stakeholders, including but not limited to the student, the parent or caregiver, the employer or business mentor, and the instructor or other educational representative. The student is the primary leader and decision maker of the experience. Learning agreements and other documentation of the work-based learning experience can and should be considered as sources of data for demonstrating student growth. The learning agreement could also be used as a component of industry certification programs, a graded component of career technical education coursework, or an opportunity for receiving technical credit through the local credit flexibility policy. Learning agreements are a required component of all work-based learning experiences. Learning agreements should include general details about the experience, including contact information for all involved parties. Learning agreements also define the roles and responsibilities of each party and allow for everyone to review and agree upon the expectations for the experience. The most essential part of a learning agreement is the documentation of how academic, professional, and technical skills will be demonstrated in the workplace, in addition to any independent or classroom-supported study that will supplement on-the-job learning. Learning agreements can be developed locally, or you can use the template available on the Ohio Department of Education's Work-Based Learning website. Participation in work-based learning will be reported once the student has left secondary education. Remember, hours can accumulate at any time grades 9 through 12 through different types of work-based learning experiences, as students transfer to different schools, or even when students change programs of study. It's important to consider what processes and policies will be put in place to maintain accurate records. For example, if a student transfers from another school where they also participated in work-based learning, the school may consider putting a process in place to request records of work-based learning from the previous institution. Once again, the cumulative number of hours a student completed in grades 9 through 12 will be reported once the student leaves secondary education using the following program codes. Please refer to the EMIS manual for additional specific reporting practices. When it comes to career technical education, participation in work-based learning is a performance indicator for both federal Perkins 5 accountability and the Career Tech Quality Program Review. Performance on the indicator is determined by the percentage of Career Tech concentrators in the graduation cohort who participated in a minimum of 250 hours of work-based learning. Experiences completed while the student is enrolled in a career technical education course should be aligned to the student's program of study. Hours completed when the student is not enrolled in career technical education courses should be aligned to their student success or graduation plans. Students will be identified in the numerator through the use of the work-based learning program codes mentioned in the previous slide. In addition to the use of the previously identified work-based learning program codes, participation in work-based learning that is specifically related to a student's program of concentration as identified by the CTE Program of Concentration flag will be reported for CTE concentrators as part of the March D collection. An exact number of hours will be entered for each CTE concentrator. For additional resources to use in the design and implementation of work-based learning experiences, including a template work-based learning agreement and the work-based learning overview, please visit the work-based learning website at education.ohio.gov. This concludes our work-based learning overview. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to contact me at brenna.bartlett@education.ohio.gov. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.